Good afternoon everyone and welcome to my video. I'm going to be presenting my proposal for the course INCO 4025 Year 1 with Dr. Brenda Dominguez on the Module 6 Proposals, Technical Research and Oral Presentations. The title of my proposal is Inadequate Recreational Area Maintenance in the University of Puerto Rico at Bayamón. The main points to cover during this presentation are going to be the student mental and nutritional health compared on how is nowadays and how can be improved with the modifications of the Building 400. The second point that we are going to talk about is the demolition of the Building 400, that it goes with hand with the second point, that is the construction of the outdoor seating area. Fourth, we are going to talk about the cost of the demolition of the Building 400 and the construction of the outdoor seating area. And last but not least, we are going to present the importance of the project and how can this improve the student grades and health. To start the proposal, we can say first that university students are used to a hectic lifestyle that can lead to emotional and physical burnout. Nowadays, the students at the University of Puerto Rico at Bayamón are forced to have lunch and free periods on special designated areas since there are no choices to be during the free periods. To reinforce this point, we can start by saying that the only space available for students during their lunchtime and free periods is the second floor of the student center, where at the universal hour is mostly taken all the seats by students. And due to the lack of accommodations, the students are forced to sit on the floors. Currently, we have two situations going on at the university due to the excessive amount of work left by professors to the students and the lack of accommodation in the campus. Due to the excessive amount of work, students can have physical and emotional burnout, and the students that usually eat on the floor of the university can have detrimental factors that affect their health, like it is the possible pathogens that can be in their food because they are in the floor, and second, we have the adapted posture that is incorrect that can lead to detrimental health issues like it is the bite and the pressure on the tongue. It is important to say that M Global is promoting the health of the student by doing a proposal on preparing a designated area for students to have a stress relief area and proper seating to have lunch in their free periods. Now I'm going to be covering the solutions proposed by the M Global team and the course of actions for the solutions, the implications that the project might take, the phases that is going to be done, and the cost. M Global is proposing the construction of an outdoor seating area in what is now the Building 400. To achieve such a project, M Global also promotes the demolition of the Building 400 that has been destroyed by Hurricane Maria since 2017. For the project, the M Global team have taken two major points in consideration. These are the healthy eating habits on students and the proper seating areas around the campus. First, for the healthy eating habits, M Global is promoting a balanced diet, and this is going to be achieved by food vending establishments that do diets that are balanced, like our food trucks. Other things that are going to be promoted are water dispensers for reusable bottles of water, and other things like coffee vending machines. For the second point of proper seating areas around the campus, M Global is promoting first, proper seats with tables to eat. Second is promoting banquets to rest around the area. Third is going to promote the vegetation around the area for other animals to grow and have an ecological impact around the campus. And last but not least, ornaments like a fountain that can have distractions with students. In this slide, we are showing the construction plans proposed by M Global. I'm going to be pointing with the laser the two phases that are proposed by M Global. The first phase is estimated to take 2 months, and this will take the existing building 400 and is going to cover the demolition, the rubble recollection, and is going to get ground level and pipe ready. The second phase of construction is estimated to take 4 months. On this section, we are going to have the construction of all the concrete areas, the electricity is going to take place, the ornamentations like the fountain shown in the figure, and the vegetation is going to be planted. This can be many trees, palms, and bushes. Also are going to be prepared the food trucks areas as shown in the figure 1. We can say that this area pointed with the blue laser are going to be the seats with tables, and the seating around the fountain is going to be for recreational purposes. Also, M Global has to say that the time estimated can vary. This due to the construction company selected, the weather in Puerto Rico, and the permits emitted by the government of Puerto Rico. In this slide, I am presenting the table 1 with the expenses for the demolition of the building 400. These prices are subject to change due to the variations in the time of construction caused by the company selected for construction due to the weather and the approbation of the government permits. We can say that the table is divided by columns. In the first column is shown the services like are the construction workers, the excavator, the roller compactor, the garbage collection trucks, the crane, and the civil engineer that will inspect that the project is done correctly. Also, the prices are presented by hour, by day in the third column, the amount needed of person or services, and the expenses in a day and in a week. On the second table is presented the expenses for the outdoor dining area construction. Also, like the first table, these prices can change due to weather, the time spent by the company selected for construction, and the government permits. Like in the first table, is divided by columns and are shown that in the first column we have the servers that are needed more in the constructions than that were needed in the demolition. We are going to need an amount of 50 construction workers, 3 civil engineers, 1 architect, 4 plumbers, 6 electricians, 200 items for the greenery, like our palms, bushes, and trees, 2 cranes, 4 excavators, and 2 roller compactors. The government permits are not presented since the government of Puerto Rico can change them at any time. We can summarize the presentation of this proposal in 3 major points. M Global is promoting good facilities for students at the University of Puerto Rico at Bayamón. The second and third points are impacted by this first one, because having good facilities for students can lead to having healthy students mentally and nutritionally, and also having an academic improvements in their grades. If you have any questions about the presentation of these proposals, you can leave them in the box below of comments. Here are shown the 3 major references used for this proposal. The ones that are most important because we talk about the mental health and problems of students nowadays at the universities, and second, the improper sittings of students that usually eat at the floor. Thanks for watching and have a great day.